Just don't care. Just stop caring. That's all you got to do. If you value the opinions of others, you're their prisoner. You're giving them your energy, right? And you're going to base all of your actions off of what they're potentially going to think. You don't even know what they're going to think. You're just guessing. So you're creating even more anxiety and melodrama in your own mind. And if you're going to follow the path of absolute health and achieving the highest possible connection to the divine, then you're going to have to stop caring what other people think at every turn, at every moment. Because you're going to have to do things that almost 100% of the population, most of the population is not doing, or not familiar with. And it's going to seem crazy to them, but hey, when you don't care, you don't care, right? How you dress, you're not going to dress to impress anymore. If you think before you go somewhere, oh, I got to wear this pair of pants because what are people going to think of me? You're their prisoner. You're giving it up, man. I do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm not free from this. I do pretty well, but once in a while I'll catch myself. I'm like, why do I care? Why would I change my shirt? I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I wear dirty, stained tank tops. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just trying to convey to you, my friends, how little I care about what other people think of me. You know what I mean? What their opinion is of me. I don't. And you have to. And you're not trying. You don't want everybody to like you. That's not the point. You're wasting your energy being the fake lower version of yourself. If you have to be a false version of yourself, they're going to see that eventually anyway. They're going to see right through it. You don't want everybody to like you. You want the people who match your energy and your vibration to like you. Right? Well, you don't want that. You don't want anybody. Your goal is not to get anybody to like you. It's just to raise your vibration, right? And then you're going to attract the people with similar vibrations. That's what you want. You don't want to force anything, and you don't want to be fake. You want to be false, because you're just attracting false friends, and false friends fall through when you progress on your journey in consciousness and in purification and your connection with the divine, right? Especially when you start getting into the present moment. You start getting hardcore into the present moment and just like, you're not thinking about anything. You're trying to stop thinking. You get better. It's a practice. When you try to stop thinking, it's a practice. Practicing presence. You're going to have to keep reminding yourself. You're going to catch yourself thinking and be like, oh yeah, I've been thinking for way too long. I got to cut it off. I got to get back in the present moment. It's going to happen. This old stinker thinker can run for days and days without you even noticing that you've been thinking the whole time. It's crazy. You got to practice it. But once you start getting into that eternal, divine, present moment, I am spewing forth God's eternal love. And pouring forth is a better word, I guess. Once you start practicing that, you know what I mean? You're not going to care as much about what other people think, right? Because every moment is devoted to just staying present and staying with the divine, surrendering to the divine, which means everything that happens we accept as just something that is a part of the highest plan possible, and it's everything happened for a reason, right? So not caring is a big part, especially if you're going to try to eat all raw fruits and vegetables. People are going to think you're weird. People are going to think it's bad for you. People think that eating the most natural foods that grow out of the earth and are acceptable to these human forms and are acceptable and appropriate for the human species. People think that eating raw fruits and vegetables is not good for you, is bad for you. There's too much sugar in fruit. That's the level of programming we're dealing with on this planet. Why do I always come back to fruit? It's crazy every time. But think about the level of programming that the suppressors have done to us to make us want to, through their programming, want to reject the foods that allow us to heal these vessels. It's because they don't want us to heal. They want these vessels off the planet. You know what I mean? So just the programming on this planet is extremely powerful. It's very strong. They enslaved an entire population through the toxic food program. Imagine enslaving. You want to know how to enslave a planet? You know how you do it? Like real sleek. You program all the main smartest inhabitants on it that you can enslave to eat the wrong foods. and then you suppress their consciousness, so they'll never get to a level of just blasting past you, basically, and being free. And the wrong foods will do that. You know what I mean? You want to cause chaos? You want all these people on the planet to cause chaos? Wrong food will do that. A bunch of acids. What do acids do? What do acids do? They're corrosive, right? They're destructive. They're dehydrating. They're inflammatory. Want to program a whole planet? Program the smartest beings on the planet to eat the wrong foods that are going to F up their brains, F up their behavior. They're going to cause their own problems. You know what I mean? They're going to be distracted, easily controllable. So let's go back to the main point of just don't care, right? Just don't care. That's all you got to do, and stay in the present moment. So that way you don't get sucked into this false drama, all these melodramas that are distracting people on Earth. You know what I mean? Scrolling through, going through all these endless crazy news stories that are just more and more intense, and all they do is really stress you out, right? If we're going to raise this planet into the highest possible vibration, we can't give in to all these crazy fear-based news stories. We got to keep our mind and our consciousness on the highest possible outcome for planet Earth, the utopia, where the light grows to such a high, intense level that it just completely casts out the darkness. You know what I mean? We have to focus on that, so we can't give in to all these negative narratives. We can't give into it. We got to let it go and honestly just focus 1,000% on staying in the present moment. And the more of us that can channel that divine of the present moment and bring it into this world and raise the whole vibration of the planet, that's how we take control of the planet. And that's what we can do by stop caring and staying present. We don't want to be anybody's prisoner. I don't care what anybody thinks. You don't want to be your false self to make friends or to fit in, because little do we know that when we do that, because I used to do that too all the time, especially when you're younger, you tend to be more impressionable, and you tend to want people to like you at school or whatever. You tend to be fake, but you know what I mean. A lot of people fall into that trap. So we don't need anybody to like us. We don't want anybody to like us. We want to be the highest version of ourselves, and that'll attract the right people into our lives, right? So it can be a bit lonely too when you start to go through the path of purification and dedication to the present moment, because again, we're going to realize that a lot of the humans on this planet, are still heavily distracted and still heavily under the program. That's okay. That's part of it too. That's part of accepting the reality that we live in. And once we get to the state of realizing that this human species, the smartest species on this planet, I don't know, dolphins are supposed to be pretty smart. It'd be cool to talk with them real quick. They probably got some cool cities under the water or something. What else? Freaking octopuses are pretty smart. Anyway, just generally, the smartest species that's capable of building and communicating and all that stuff. That might be, who knows, there might be another one too. Anyway, you know what I mean? A massive program on us, and distraction. And one of the main, bullet points on their program is distraction. So they don't come to the realization that they're being distracted and constantly thinking, and their connection with the divine is just completely suppressed as much as possible. So yeah, try to care. Stop caring. Try to catch yourself. You know what I mean? You catch yourself all the time. Like, wait a minute, why do I care? I'm just gonna wear whatever clothes I want, wherever I want, anytime I want. I wear the same thing. Again, this is not trying to brag or boast by any means. I'm just trying to give you an example of where my mindset is at when I try to, I'm just wearing, what is practical, what is comfortable for myself. You can wear whatever you want, obviously. But like, I get a lot of stains on my shirt. A lot of my clothes are too big. You know what I mean? Who cares? You catch yourself in the mirror once in a while, like, damn, dude, you look like, woo, crazy boy. That's okay. Yeah, I don't care. I think it's great. I feel comfortable. I'm not trying to get anybody to like me. You know what I mean? Just trying to stay in the present moment and treat everything and everyone as God's love. which it is. Have a nice night.